In The Mandalorian Season 2, we saw and heard what I like to call is Mando's quote-unquote ally. And if you don't know who I'm talking about the green Grinch-looking dude with one eye. Today I'll be going over who this man is, going over the facts of what we know about the storyline of Season 2, and how this man can relate to the storyline. So what we know about Season 2 so far is that Mando is trying to deliver the child to the Jedi, which is when, of course, Ahsoka will come in, where her and the child will have a connection through the Force. Okay, what we know about this man is that him and the Mandalorian meet up at a bar area where two Gamorreans are fighting, where they are then surrounded by what I personally think are members of Conja Club from The Force Awakens.
Conja Club wants their investment back too.
I never made a deal with Conja Club.
Tell that to Conja Club.
Mando is telling this man all kinds of information, which means he has to trust him in some sort of way. So looking at the hero's journey type of story arc, Mando will meet some sort of mentor along the way. I think that the Grinch with one eye is going to be Mando's mentor in Season 2. Of course, a mentor has to be helping the hero out and getting him to his goal throughout the story. So the Grinch with one eye has to be some sort of wise person who knows a Jedi. Back in the early days of the Republic, before the Clone Wars and before Order 66, and before the Empire, mainly people knew Jedi and were great allies with them, Dexter Jettster being an example, where he was an old friend of Kenobi and often helped the Jedi out, often with finding things. These people were also found during the Clone Wars as well, not just before. And after Order 66 and the rise of the Empire, most of those people were executed, went into hiding, or forced into slavery under the Empire. But anyway, looking at the Grinch with one eye's facial looks and movements, you can see that he kind of moves slow and he has gray hair. This could very well mean that he served and helped out Jedi during the Clone Wars and before. Looking at his clothing, we can see that he's from a planet with very formal clothing, and one of the planets with that kind of clothing is Coruscant. The Jedi were mainly stationed there before the Empire, and I mean that was the Jedi's main area where they had the Jedi Temple, and also where most of their allies lived. So looking at all this evidence and facts, we could look at who the Grinch with one eye really is. What we know is that there's a really strong possibility that he served the Jedi Order before Order 66. Looking at his hair, wrinkles, clothing, and slow movement, we can definitely tell he is old enough to have lived before and during the Clone Wars era, therefore having the ability to have served the Jedi. In the Clone Wars TV show, we were shown that Ahsoka had the very special ability to become friends with lots of people during the Clone Wars, and in unheard stories of the Clone Wars, maybe one of them is Ahsoka making friends with the Grinch with one eye. Not only this, but after Order 66, the Grinch with one eye lost contact with Ahsoka until she was named Fulcrum. They met in person after multiple secret communications, and he meets again with her. After word got out to him, though, that Ahsoka was killed by Darth Vader, he began searching for her, knowing she's not dead. He meets Mando, and he guides Mando to all the information he has. That leads Mando to find Ahsoka in Season 2. Case solved. So, in conclusion, the Grinch with one eye was Ahsoka's friend/ally. He served the Jedi during the Clone Wars and before the Clone Wars. And lastly, he's the Grinch's lost brother. I'm just kidding on the last one, but in the future I will make more videos, possibly on this man, so make sure to stay tuned for that and subscribe for more Mandalorian Season 2 theories, as well as Star Wars comics, breakdowns, and more. This is the way.
This is the way. This is the way.